to Frontier Opening Bell. It's a Tuesday. It's the 1st of November. Welcome, everyone, to the show. I am Bosun Omofaye from Frontier Africa Reports. Let's get on to look at the final trading day of the month of October. The Nigerian stock market finished Friday down by 1.60%. Started the new week yesterday down by 17 basis points. The Egyptian market roared to start the week with the rest of the continent by a solid 2.45% on the EGX30. The Nairobi stock market went up by 2.09%, while the JSE are also up by 0.43%. The BRVN softened by 0.1%. So let's get into the new month with these headlines from the Eastern African Corridor. The new president in Kenya, President William Ruto, has accused the Kenya Revenue Authority of colluding and aiding and abetting corrupt practices that is robbing the country of tax revenue in excess of 24 billion shillings. That's what the administration, that's what President Ruto says, and that was asking the KRA to sit up and ensure there is no further revenue leakages. Troubled Kenya Airways has defaulted on that loan, $840 million as it were. And Airtel Kenya says his tax savings is now around 5 billion local currency. That's in shillings, that is. In Tanzania, the country is now planning to put up gas plants because of the drought hitting the country's hydropower plants. It's a crunching time in terms of energy for one of East Africa's biggest economies. President Suluhu is handling that. And Harvest Asset Management has been awarded the best portfolio manager within the CEMAC region, which is the French-speaking part of the East African corridor with Central African Republic, the DR Congo. The stock exchange, the Central Stock Exchange in Cameroon, did the award. It says Harvest Asset Management has roughly 241 billion CFA franc in assets under management for last year, accounting for 70% of the entire market share. That's what you call a lion's share of the Central Africa's financial markets. And congratulations to Harvest Asset Management. The award was done just over the weekend. So let's get on to West Africa, where earnings on the Nigerian exchange is coming bittersweet. Dangote Cement, the largest cement maker on the continent, reporting 54% decline in earnings per share since volume was down in the third quarter of this year. Boa Cement, which is the second largest cement maker, posted slightly better profit numbers than its bigger rival Dangote Cement. In the meantime, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries yesterday released its World Oil Outlook for 2022. The new report presented at the ADIPEC summits ongoing in Abu Dhabi show that global oil demand will be up by around 13% between now and the year 2045. That's going to be around 110 million barrels per day. Total investment that is needed within the global oil industry will be around $12.1 trillion. That was the announcement on Monday. The US President Joe Biden is a little bit upset about what he calls the windfall tax coming from oil companies. It says oil companies, big oil companies, BP, Shell, Chevron, others are profiting, including Saudi Aramco reporting its earnings this morning from the Ukraine crisis, the Russian war there, which is not in good terms with the White House. In the meantime, Ghana's treasury bills auction, which was done late last week, was underbought by roughly 37%, despite the Bank of Ghana or the central bank putting 34% coupon rate on those treasuries. Inflation and the city are not in good shape at the moment. And stimulus program in Senegal has entered the fifth phase. That's according to the Treasury, the Finance Department, the Finance Ministry. And Francophone countries across Africa account for 16% thereabout of the global GDP. And they said they want to do more in terms of trade and in terms of economic output. Okay, let me look into the Southern Africa space for you. Of course, you have the Standard Bank story already, looking for acquisitions in Kenya and in Nigeria. South Africa trade surplus, economic data out yesterday, 19.7, roughly 20 billion rands for the month of September. Good news for Eskom, got Moody's positive outlook, the first in 15 years for the troubled utility giant. This could mean that Eskom's next rating by Moody's will go higher and not longer on the downside. Sasol, energy giant in South Africa, also got a BB plus rating yesterday in the news. Caro Mining Holdings issued 50 million US dollars in bonds to further expand its projects under Zimbabwe's platinum in Southern Africa. And ZSE listed company also reporting their earnings for the period under review. Keep that in mind. Lafarge Cement says double its output, while the World Bank has okayed roughly $275 million in development support for Zambia. That's under President Hichilema. Let's get into the North African markets corridor. What's making the big headlines this Tuesday? Korea, the UNDP, the MEE are coming together to train Moroccan government officials on how to handle energy efficiency ahead of the COP27 summit this month in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. The economic growth for Morocco, however, dipped by 1.8% in third quarter. That's economic data. And the OCP Group, which is Africa's largest fertilizer producer, says it is reporting a better turnover, ranking among the 500 largest companies within the Moroccan economy. And Egypt is cooperating with 4 international firms for its LNG bunkering hub project. Those are energy stories from Morocco, from Egypt, and elsewhere on the continent. In the rest of your markets, day briefing, that's been your Frontier Opening Bell. I am hosting Omokoye. I'll see you next time. Have a great day and welcome to November, everyone. From all of us here at Frontier Africa Report, we wish you a very happy new month ahead.